Hello everyone and welcome back to more Portsmouth here on FM22. It's picking up Pompey. It's been a little while, but we are now back and ready to go. Yes, it's been a couple of weeks because Christmas, New Year, just not really having the time to do it generally anyway because this is not my job. But we are back. My aim is to sort of do, ideally 3 of these a week, but more realistically 2, maybe even 1. But there will at least hopefully be some every week. So how has our first season here in League One been going? Well, incredibly good. Let's just go straight to the table because it almost defies belief. It's almost ridiculous at this point. 26 games played, 71 points. It's only January and that is a ridiculous tally. I'm not going to sit here and say something stupid like we're definitely going to get promoted, but we are 19 points clear with a game in hand. So if we don't get promoted from this position, it'll be one of the biggest and worst bottle jobs in history. So let's try and avoid that if we can. The results since last time, I mean, you know they've been good. One slight blip, if you could call it that, but a 3-0 win against Gillingham. Great performance. A 3-0 win against Crawley Town in the Papa John's Trophy second round. Great performance there as well. 1-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. That was a potential banana skin. Joe Morrell with a goal. There a 2-0 win against Morecambe. A 2-0 win also against Wycombe Wanderers. The only even remote blip, a 2-2 draw with Wimbledon. We did throw away a 2-0 lead, so that was disappointing. But then a 2-0 win against Oxford United. A brace from Ellis Harrison because John Marquise has been injured. He should be back and fit today, but Harrison's done more than well in his stead. A 1-0 win against our supposed local rivals Plymouth. I mean, they are local, but whether they're a rival or not, I don't know. And then most recently, a 5-0 demolition job against Cambridge United. 2 more from Harrison in that one. 2 goals after the 90th minute as well to completely humiliate them. It's been a fantastic time. I have no real complaints. As you would probably guess, we've dominated Manager of the Month, just like the other save we're doing. We're basically addicted to winning it. 4 in a row. We're pretty successful. Not quite as dominant for Player of the Month, but Ronan Curtis did win for December. So today then we are going to be playing not Cambridge. We've obviously already played them. That was the plan, but the plan was changed because we got Chelsea under 23s in the Papa John's Trophy. It is probably the hardest team you could face in the competition. So we're going to be playing them. We're then going to be playing Wigan Athletic, the only team to beat us in the league this season. Not the only team, of course, because we did lose embarrassingly to a non-league team in the FA Cup. But, they're really rich. They're richer than us. So some big tests for us today, but we're heading towards the end of the season, into the second half, and we're in an extremely good position. If we can get the league and promotion wrapped up sort of, really soon, that would be good. Maybe we could rotate the team a bit because there's a lot of people who are unhappy, a lot of players who want to leave. You can see there, we have got a bid in for one of them, Lee Brown. We've got a bid from Sheffield Wednesday. It is now January, so we may well consider selling him. I mean, he wants to leave, so we may well do so. His contract is up at the end of the season, I believe it is, so it probably makes sense. His contract's up at the end of the season, so it makes sense to cash in on him now because he's obviously not going to want to sign a new one anyway. So we probably will do that and get someone else in, just sort of probably as a loan till the end of the season. And in terms of getting anyone in, it will only be to replace players we let go because we have not got any money to do anything with. But anyway, we have got Chelsea under 23s first. This could be really bad. We could be destroyed here. I really want to win the Papa John's Trophy because we are probably almost certainly going to get promoted at this point. So we're never going to be in this competition again we are actually. That's not true. Our under 23s team will be in this competition when we get to the Premier League, as long as it's of a sufficient level. But that doesn't matter because you don't get to control that. I mean, we can if we take control of the under 23s, but I'm not doing that. Anyway, we are not particularly fit because we've been playing 2-3 games a week for quite a while, certainly the last month or so. So no one's amazingly fit for this one, but we're going to have to go for a full strength side. So with that in mind, then Gavin Bazuna is going to be in goal. Of course he is. Ogilvy is back from his recent injury, so he's not match fit, but we're going to put him in there anyway. Robertson and Raggett have been, these are some crazy average rating. Sean Raggett's average rating at the moment is 7.82 on that screen, 7.73 just for the league here. He is the highest average rated player in the division. It is crazy. Marlon Romeo and John Marquise complete the top three. So obviously Romeo is going to be playing at right back. Thompson and Tunnicliffe is going to be the midfield along with not Emma Hughes. I've not made a change that I meant to make. Joe Morrell comes in, of course, as well. Rested him in the previous game, so he should be fit for this one. Curtis is on the left-hand side. Harness is on the right-hand side. And Marquise, as said, back from injury as well, goes up front. Although Harrison has been in a rich vein of goal-scoring form as well. But this is a bigger test. This is the key thing here. How many of the first team squad are going to be in this match? Hopefully none of them. Right, okay, so there's some. Marcus Bettinelli, that's fine. Marcus Alonso, in many ways, that's fine as well. Callum Hudson-Odoi as well, and then otherwise youth players, all of whom are real because this is only the first season, no regens involved. Hudson-Odoi could be a bit of a problem. He is obviously very, very good. But we're in such good form, you would think we have a very good chance of doing something here. If we can get past Chelsea under 23s, then surely we're the favourites to win. Curtis finds Joe Morrell. He's fit and firing, ready to go. Whips it in for Marquise. It's cleared away. And the defence can sort of get it away, but it's given straight to Sean Raggett instead. And we can come forwards once again. Romeo, good control from him, holds it up well ahead of the defender. Tunnicliffe gives it back to him, whips the cross in, and Ronan Curtis has been shoved. He's been shoved in the back by Dion Rankin. I didn't see anything personally, but the game says he has been, and so therefore it's a penalty. Marquise is fit again, and he's in the goals again, sliding it past Bettinelli. We have the advantage very early on here. You can see that no one has turned up. I mean, what is that? Is that the away end? I mean, I know it's not the proper Chelsea first team, but like this is a cup, you'd think more people would turn up. Clearly the Papa John's trophy is not held in the same esteem as by the fans as I hold it in. Anyway, we're coming forwards again. Good exchange of play in the middle of the park. Romeo, so much space. He's not been picked up at all. Can he find another deadly cross? Yes, he can. Harness's effort is saved, but Morell's is not. Joe Morrell is in the goals again. It's 2-0 inside 10 minutes. Maybe we should have rotated, but then the rotated side lost to Wrexham, so I'm not taking that any chance with that one at all. I want to win this trophy if we can. Seen little to nothing of Chelsea. This is really the first time they've even been in our half, and they just gave the ball away. You're not even going to see that bit. Marquise trying to find Harness. Marcus Alonso has managed to put some defending in there. He's then found Hudson-Odoi, the two best players on the pitch. Hudson-Odoi's been mugged off there, just completely robbed by Romeo. So maybe not the best player on the pitch, but then they have now done the same. Where is this going to end up? I don't know. It's Chelsea on the ball at the moment for the first real sustained period of possession that we have seen from them. Ball comes into Stutter and his effort it looked closer than it was, I think. Ogilvy to Morrell. Can we grab a third? I mean, Chelsea have really offered nothing so far. We're in complete control, and a third goal would surely even maybe kill the game off. Curtis down to Joe Morrell as the Chelsea defence are, well, trying to track us, but we're going to pass our way through. We do pass our way through. Marquise with another goal. His 25th of the season. It's only January. Lovely stuff. Great work from Tunnicliffe. I mean, the pressure from Chelsea is very, very poor. I mean, in an alternate universe, I am a Chelsea manager. I would not be impressed by this from even the under-23s. It's just not good enough. Can we add to it before the break, or will Chelsea get a goal back? Hudson-Odoi has been barely in this game at all, but it was a good ball, but Robertson read it incredibly well before Stutter could get there, and instead we're coming forwards. That Chelsea cannot live with us at all. Harness into Morrell. What a goal that was. The ball was incredible, and it's a one-touch finish from Joe Morrell. It's 4-0, and surely we are heading through. Marquise, I mean, it's a great ball there into Romeo. Holds it up, spins, plays in Harness, who just boots it forwards, and then the finish from Morrell. Absolutely outstanding from Joe Morrell. I said Hudson-Odoi is, theoretically the best player on the pitch. Well, maybe not. Joe Morrell is certainly up there. Romeo's cross in. It's cleared away by Simons. We're still pouring forwards. Chelsea cannot live with us. They're trying to find an exit. It's been played to Stutter. He's forced back to Hudson-Odoi, who's forced back to Marcus Alonso. I mean, this is essentially just a sort of exercise in fitness management for those two. Clearly not having much opportunity in the first 11 at the moment. But Hudson-Odoi, I mean, there's a chance to impress here from him, and he's not really done it. Although saying that, they've got an opportunity, and they have actually scored, which is not ideal. Brian Fiabema has put that one away. Most of these players that they're playing in the Chelsea save, I have already got rid of, so I don't really actually know much about them. They, other than their star rating wasn't very good. But anyway, 4-1, you would think that we would probably still be able to see this one out and go through. Or it could be a massive collapse. Chelsea coming forward again, a second for them. We put the cat amongst the pigeons. It's not a second for them. I don't know how it wasn't, but it wasn't. Still coming forwards for in search of more goals. I mean, you have to admire the sort of dedication to goal scoring that we're showing at the moment. I mean, we are absolutely brilliant. We are in red hot form as Curtis does score, makes it 5. Compared to the rest of the division, obviously this is not a league game, but compared to the rest of League One, we are so far ahead in terms of goals scored at the moment. It is pretty ridiculous. And here's another one. Curtis, great header from him. Bettinelli, no chance. 5-1, it's surely done. I mean, just looking at the attendance, less than 2,000 people have turned up for this. Less than 2,000. I know this isn't a priority, but we have beaten Chelsea. Under 23s. We've beaten them 5-1. I mean, you'd think more people turn up. Apparently not. But anyway, what a performance that was against the trickiest side in the competition. We are surely now the favourites for this. Okay, that was only the third round apparently. So we're into the quarter final. Who will we be facing? There's 2 Premier League teams left in, Arsenal and Leicester, as well as Oxford, Sheffield Wednesday, Ipswich, Morecambe and Shrewsbury. So some tough teams, but if we could avoid Arsenal, that'd probably be the best. We're out first and we get the Leicester under 23s, which is, well, it's probably the best of the Premier League youth teams, I suppose, but not necessarily the best draw. I don't know, could be fine. That will be coming up later on in the month. Okay, then we've had a week since the game against Chelsea, so everyone is more or less back to full fitness for the game against Wigan, which is good because we need some revenge because they are the only team to have beaten us in the league this season. Indeed, the only games we've lost at all as Portsmouth manager have been to teams starting with W. Well, let's change that to a W for win. That was awful. No changes to the team because everyone is still alive, so let's just go. The thing about getting promoted is obviously that, you know, all the players who are upset because they're not playing now will not be good enough for the championship, so I don't really care. I'd get rid of you anyway. That is actually one of the best team talks we've actually done so far. It's very hard to motivate these players, maybe because they are just sort of so sort of desensitized to winning. They don't know what to do. I mean, they're desensitized to highlights at the moment. This is the first one, and it's a good opportunity for Curtis. He doesn't manage to get it in the goal though. Ogilvy short to Morel. There's a good opportunity potentially to whip a shot in. He's managed to find Thompson, but only just. We got away with that one there. Robertson to Curtis. As we try and find something here. This is, as I say, the first highlight of the entire match so far. Are we going to get some kind of shooting opportunity for someone? It's a good move. Romeo once again with the ball in. It's a beautiful cross in. Curtis knocks it down. It's cleared away. And is it actually a Wigan highlight or is it just going to fizzle out? No, it's a Wigan highlight. Lang's in and Lang scored. So that was, what a beautiful move. Oh, that was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful move, which resulted in Wigan scoring. I was going to say, I think Romeo did a Rabona cross. If we did go back and watch that, I'm not going to because it resulted in them scoring. Desensitized to winning, are we? Well, not at the moment. What was that? Get your act together. Sort it out. Unbelievable. I mean, what is it with teams that start with W as we manage to get an equaliser? Robertson does score. Because the only other team we drop points against is Wimbledon. Very strange. Anyway, we have got the equaliser. The reading of the right act at half time has clearly motivated them to actually not lose. We found Harness, whips the ball in, Raggett's there, and Raggett's effort is just over. Wigan obviously not done yet. Marquise has cut that one out. We're just giving it straight back to them. We are not our usual vintage self, I guess, as we're going to go down to 10 men. Ryan Tunnicliffe with a genuinely atrocious challenge. I don't know what he was thinking there. Yeah, not a great game so far from our perspective. Let's just try and avoid losing if we can. We'll push Thompson forwards and just, I mean, he's not very good at running particularly. That's why he sits at the base of midfield. But there we go. Not long to go. If we could survive this without a defeat, that would at least be something. It's just not I don't know what is this? How has this happened? I'm very confused. Anyway, we'll make a few changes, freshen things up if we can. Serrano, Asgard, Pert Harris is a good angle, and he's somehow not scored. I don't know if Brazil really got a touch onto it. He obviously did because they've got a corner. Will they score from this one? We managed to just about get it away. And that was that. Quite limited in terms of highlights compared to the previous game. At least we survived with a point after not a great performance, really. Ryan Tunnicliffe will be suspended for a crucial run of games, which is not very good. My assistant suggests we sympathise with them. I mean, I won't go too harsh, but I'm not going to be sympathetic because, you know, we've been in such a good run of form. We can't really say anything other than that, really. Anyway, that's the table situation. 72 points. It could have been 74, but it's at least 72. Crew must have lost, which is good. But our lead is, if my maths is correct, 18 points. So not quite as good, but still pretty good, really. 18 points clear with 19 games to go. It's a good position to be in. So there we go. We are clearly allergic to teams that start with W. I don't think we have to play anyone else again, do we? No, not this season. So it's just when we get to the Premier League, we just have to watch out for West Ham, and the Championship, watch out for West Brom. Anyway, we will be back next time for, I mean, I kind of want to do the Papa John's Trophy, but I would hope we'd get through it maybe. So we'll come back sometime in February. I mean, we've got Crewe and Shrewsbury away from it. That's two tricky ties against teams who are certainly in contention for the playoffs. I don't know. We will see. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe as well. And I will see you next time.